Assalamualaikum dan selamat datang. Nama saya Muhammad Ajmal Akmal bin Karim dan kawan-kawan saya Amiruddin Asyad dan juga Muhammad Sabri ingin membentangkan tentang fuel cell. Definition of fuel cell. The fuel cell enables hydrogen and oxygen fuel to be converted to electricity. A fuel cell is in principle a battery where the active elements are not solid, such as the lead in the car battery, or liquid but gases. The principle of operation of the fuel cell is similar to electrolysis, but in reverse, gases such as hydrogen and oxygen or air are pumped in produce DC output. The only byproduct are water and there are virtually no pollutant. There is some heat but much less than in most combustion-based generation systems. And there are no moving parts. A fuel cell is a device that generates electricity by chemical reaction. Every fuel cell has two electrodes called respectively the anode and cathode. The reaction that produces electricity takes place at the electrode. Secara ringkasnya, a fuel cell is a device that generates electricity through electrochemical. Maksudnya sel bahan bakar ini, fuel cell, menghasilkan elektrik melalui tindak balas kimia. Seterusnya, how fuel cell works. Fuel cell is a device that generates electricity by a chemical reaction. Every fuel cell has two electrodes called respectively the anode and cathode. The reaction that produces electricity takes place electrode. Every fuel cell has also an electrolyte which carries electrically charged particles from one electrode to the other, and a catalyst which speeds the reaction at the cathode. Hydrogen is the basic fuel, but fuel cell also require oxygen. One great appeal of fuel cell is that they generate electricity with very little pollution. Much of the hydrogen and oxygen used in generating electricity ultimately combine to form a harmless byproduct, namely water. One detail of terminology: a single fuel cell generates a tiny amount of direct current DC electricity. In practice, many fuel cells are usually assembled into a stack. Cell or stack, the principle are the same. Maksudnya fuel cell ialah bahan yang kita gunakan yang menghasilkan elektrik melalui tindak balas kimia. Jadi tindak balas kimia yang berlaku di dalam fuel cell tersebut tidak melakukan banyak pencemaran. Fuel cell, apa yang terkandung dalam fuel cell hanyalah hidrogen dan juga oksigen. Jadi fuel cell sejenis tenaga yang amat baiklah sebab tiada pencemaran yang berlaku. List type of fuel cell. Proton exchange membrane fuel cell, lebih dikenali PEM. Seterusnya solid oxide fuel cell, SOFC, molten carbonate fuel cell, MCFC, phosphonic acid fuel cell, PAFC, dan juga alkaline fuel cell. Ini adalah jenis fuel cell dan juga dia orang punya efisiensi, operating temperature dan juga sistem output. Saya terangkan tentang PM, iaitu lebih dikenali sebagai proton exchange membrane fuel cell. PM fuel cell work with a polymer electrolyte in the form of a thin permeable sheet. Efficiency is about 40 to 50% and operating temperature is about 50 degrees Celsius, about 175 degrees. Cell output generally range from 50 to 250 kilowatt. The solid flexible electrolyte with no leak or crack and these cells operate at a low enough temperature to make them suitable for homes and cars. But they first must be purified, and a platinum catalyst is used on both sides of the membrane, raising costs. Um, Lebih singkatnya, PM lebih dikenali sebagai polimer electrolyte membrane for cell. Dia menggunakan proton conducting polymer membrane sebagai dia punya electrolyte. Hidrogen biasanya digunakan sebagai bahan bakar. Sel-sel ini beroperasi pada suhu yang agak rendah dan dapat mengubah keluarannya dengan cepat untuk memenuhi permintaan daya peralihan. Begini adalah cara PM beroperasi. Ini sedikit cara dia operasi. Hydrogen fuel is mula-mula kita pada nombor 1 itu hydrogen is channeled through field flow plates to the anode and on one side of the fuel cell, while oxygen or air is channeled to the cathode on the other side of the fuel cell. Nombor 2, at the anode, platinum catalyst causes the hydrogen to split into positive hydrogen ions, protons, and negatively charged electrons. Nombor 3, the polymer electrolyte membrane allows only the positively charged ions to pass through it to the cathode. The negatively charged electron must travel along an external circuit to the cathode, creating an electrical current. Dan nombor 4, at the cathode, the electrode and positively charged hydrogen ion combine with oxygen to form water, which flows out of the cell. Seterusnya saya ingin serahkan kepada Muhammad Sabri untuk membentangkan isi seterusnya. Sekian, terima kasih daripada saya.
Dan salam sejahtera. Nama saya Muhammad Sabri bin Suhaidi. Nombor pendaftaran 20 DE30013 1006. Saya akan sambung slide ini. 5.3 Understand Solid Oxide Fuel Cell atau dikenali sebagai SOFC. A solid oxide fuel cell is an electrochemical device that converts the chemical energy into fuel into electrical energy by utilizing the natural tendency of oxygen and hydrogen to react. Fuel cells are able to convert hydrogen-based fuel with higher efficiency compared to engine and thermal power plant. Next. 5.3.1 Solid oxide fuel cell. Solid oxide fuel cell use a hard ceramic compound of metal like calcium or zirconium oxide chemically as electrolyte. Efficiency is about 60% and operating temperature are about 1000 degrees until 1800 degrees. Cells output is up to 100 kilowatt. At such high temperature, a reformer is not required to extract hydrogen from the fuel, and waste heat can be recycled to make additional electricity. However, the high temperature limit application of SOFC unit, and they tend to be rather large. While solid electrolyte cannot leak, they can crack. SOFC are suitable for stationary application as well as for auxiliary power unit APU used in vehicle to power electronic. Next, this is how SOFC works. First, natural gas goes through the steam reforming process. This chemical reaction produces hydrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and steam. They will be unreformed natural gas left in the mix as well. The mix of elements from the reformer enter the fuel cell at the anode side. Meanwhile, the air, including oxygen, enter the fuel cell at, at the cathode side. Oxygen in the air combine with free electron to form oxide ion at the cathode. Oxide ion with free electron travel from the cathode to the anode through the electrolyte. At the anode, oxide ion react with hydrogen forming water or steam and with carbon monoxide forming carbon dioxide. Reaction covered on step 4 release free electron. This free electron travel to cathode through the internal electrical circuit, producing electricity. Next, 5.3.2 compare type of SOFC design, energy tubular SOFC technology and SOFC gas turbine hybrid. The solid oxide fuel cell is a simple electromechanical device that operates at 1000 degree and is capable of converting the chemical energy in natural gas fuel as AC electric power at approximately 45% efficiency when operating in a system at atmospheric pressure. Since the SOFC exhaust gas has a temperature of approximate 850 degrees, the SOFC generator can be synergistically integrated with a gas turbine engine generator by supplanting the turbine combustor and pressurizing the SOFC, thereby enabling the generation of electricity at efficiency approaching 60% or more. Conceptual design studies have been performed for SOFC or GT power system employing a number of the small recuperate gas turbine engines that are now entering the marketplace. That's all from me. Thank you.
Saya Aminuddin Asyad bin Said. Saya akan menyambung pembentangan ini. Ini adalah gambar proses untuk hybrid gas turbine fuel cell. 5.4 Understand the advantage and disadvantage of fuel cell technologies. Advantage: high efficiency when utilizing cogeneration. Fuel cell can attain over 80% energy efficiency. Good reliability, quality of power provided does not degrade over time. Noise: offer a much more silent and smooth alternative to conventional energy production. Environmentally beneficial, greatly reduce CO2 and harmful pollutant emission. Size reduction: fuel cells are significantly lighter and more compact. Disadvantages: expensive to manufacture due to the high cost of catalyst or platinum, lack of infrastructure to support the distribution of hydrogen. A lot of the currently available fuel cell technology is in the prototype stage and not yet validated. Hydrogen is expensive to produce and not widely available. 5.4.1 Compare fuel cell technologies in terms of electrolyte. Alkali fuel cells operate on compressed hydrogen and oxygen. They generally use a solution of potassium hydroxide, chemically KOH, in water as the electrolyte. Efficiency is about 70%. When operating temperature is 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, about 300 to 400 degrees. The operating temperature is proton exchange membrane (PM). Fuel cell work with a polymer electrolyte in the form of a thin permeable sheet. Efficiency is about 40 to 50%. And operating temperature is about 80 degrees Celsius. System output. A fuel cell is a device that generates electricity through an electrochemical reaction, not combustion. In a fuel cell, hydrogen and oxygen are combined to generate electricity, heat, and water. Fuel cell systems are a clean, efficient, reliable, and quiet source of power. Electrical efficiency. Fuel cells have several benefits over conventional combustion. Best technologies currently used in many power plants and passenger vehicles. Fuel cells can operate at higher efficiencies than combustion engines and can convert the chemical energy in the fuel to electrical energy with efficiencies of up to 60%. Application advantage. Fuel cells can operate at higher efficiencies than combustion engines and can convert the chemical energy in the fuel to electrical energy with efficiencies of up to 60%. Fuel cells have lower emission than combustion engines. That's all from us. Thank you.